A woman discovered the wreckage of an airplane deep in the primitive forest. Exhaustion finally gave way to a smile spreading across her weary face. She thought she'd finally found the rescue tools she desperately needed, but as she drew closer, she realized the wreckage lay on the far side of the river. Determined to survive, the woman ignored her injured leg and waded straight into the water. The rushing current quickly swept her off her feet, but fortunately, she knew how to swim. After what felt like an eternity, the exhausted woman finally managed to crawl onto the opposite bank. She stumbled into the aircraft wreckage and discovered a flare gun inside. Excitement coursed through her as she loaded a flare cartridge and immediately fired it into the sky. But it didn't take long for reality to set in. She carefully stored the last remaining flare and headed back into the jungle. It was still daylight, and there wasn't a single rescue team in sight. Firing the flare would have been pointless. Staring at the endless expanse of jungle stretching before her, despair suddenly overwhelmed the woman. She pulled out a plastic bag and without hesitation, placed it over her head. Just as she was about to suffocate, she suddenly spotted her boyfriend's backpack hanging from a tree branch. She quickly removed the bag and used a stick to hook the backpack down. Looking at the drawings her boyfriend had made for her inside the pack, she couldn't help but smile. She knew that if her boyfriend had survived, he would have fought to stay alive. With that thought, the woman quickly pulled herself together and decided to continue hiking in search of a way to survive. She hadn't walked far when she spotted a familiar figure at the bottom of a slope. She scrambled down the hillside and threw her arms around her boyfriend's lifeless body. She had completely calmed down by now. Though she couldn't feel her boyfriend's warmth anymore, the woman's determination to survive grew even stronger. Just then, the thunderous roar of a helicopter suddenly echoed through the air. The woman instantly realized this had to be the crash rescue team. Thinking of the flare gun she had carefully saved, she knew this was her last hope. Would she really be able to successfully escape this hopeless primitive jungle?